Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. It's Hunter time. I was thinking about playing as maybe like the robot or the bullet, but let's play as the hunter because I am still going to go through all of the standard characters who are not the paradox or the gunslinger. Maybe we'll play the gunslinger once as well. You know, if we're going through everyone, including the bullet, we'll go through everyone, including the gunslinger. But I was thinking, you know, maybe I would skip the hunter and then come back to the hunter later. I don't remember if the last run gave us the wolf. But if so, then we could maybe, you know, skip a run, have a better chance of getting the wolf and the dog on the same run, after having one run in the middle where you could just kind of let the item memory clear itself a little bit. But I decided, you know what? No, I want to play as the hunter today. So we're playing as the hunter on my quest through all the standard characters in Gungeon. I think that the hunter is kind of dull. The crossbow loses its efficacy very quickly in Gungeon, I think, especially on like Chamber 3 when it stops one-hit killing standard bulletkins. The dog is good for some item drops, and if you get the dog to give you even one key, I'm excited, because I'm excited to be able to get one random item in addition to whatever we get from the dog in terms of money or HP or whatnot. Just let the dog pay out with one key on floor 1, and I'm excited. But I think the dog rarely pays out with a key, especially early on a run. I mean, that's not to say that later in the run he's any more likely to pay out with a key specifically, but because he can pay out with anything and because he's very infrequent about his payouts, you can go entire runs with basically not getting anything from the dog. And I think it has to do with how the game handles item generation at the end of a room. I'm gonna try to figure out a good way of explaining this. If you go a long time without getting a payout, you're more likely to get a payout. So if it takes you, you know, if you do 10 rooms on the first floor and you get no payouts, you're very likely to get a payout in the future, just because the game wants to kind of make sure that you have a decent number of payouts all the time. But I don't think the dog has that sort of scaling factor. I don't think the dog is any more likely to pay out one room to another. I'm gonna buy the cigarettes. You know, there's definitely some, you know, statistical variance in there where you expect over a long enough run to get a certain average amount of payouts, but in the short term, there is no expectation that the dog is going to have a better chance of a payout, but that's not the case for rooms. If you do a room and there's no payout, the next room is statistically more likely to give you a payout, but that's not true with the dog. So maybe that's why I feel like it is a little bit more likely to get keys later in the run, because statistically, over a large enough sample size, you hit that sort of statistical distribution that you would like to see from the dog? I don't know. But in any case, I got cigarettes. I'm gonna smoke. Cigarettes are fantastic, especially to get them early. I don't think that the coolness affects the dog payouts, but just in case they do, let's start smoking early and smoke often. Remember, kids, smoke early and smoke often. This message brought to you by... Who makes cigarettes? I'm thinking Phillips and Morrison and Phillips. I don't know why that particular... Yo, cigarette room? Yo. I don't know why that particular, like, fake company name is ringing in my ears a little bit. Johnson & Johnson is definitely not it. They do like soaps and stuff, right? Speed boots. You know, one speed upgrade, not that big of a problem. Milk Jug, hello, welcome, how you doing? I hope you are enjoying your TGIF today, because it is Friday. Alright, let's kill Old King. Make sure we don't take damage, use cigarettes, get coolness. Remember, speed up. I have to remind myself, because I get hit on that particular attack from the Bullet King all the damn time when I have a speed upgrade. I think that I have a particular frequency of button presses needed to skim around those bullets, and then I just walk into a bullet because I'm moving too fast. It's like 3/4 of my damage on Bullet King probably is just having like a variance. Whether it's speed up, enemy speed down or something, or enemy bullet speed down. Ugh. Johnson & Johnson is that baby powder asbestos company, right? Hey, Luigi 10! TF2 economy is dead. Well, thank you for the cheer. I don't know anything about the TF2 economy, but I know my economy is booming thanks to you. Philip Morris is a cigarette company. Yeah, I think it's Philip Morris. Johnson & Johnson... I don't know anything about asbestos. I don't know if there was any sort of like a big deal with them or anything, but you have to ask someone else. Frost Amulet or 2 keys? I'm gonna go Frost Amulet. It's probably not worth 2 keys, but at the same time, I like it because it's an amulet. If I can get anything that creates blanking, this is going to be an amazing combination. And also, it is a passive. It's a passive that we know that we would like if we get it in the future. So I'm just going to keep popping the cigarettes. We have a little bit of coolness. We're going to go down to the next floor and explore the oubliette a little bit. Oh. Luigi 10, you watched the whole thing crashing down this morning, the entire TF2 economy? Luigi 10, regale us with the story of the TF2 economy, because I have no idea what the hell is going on. If there's a story involved, I don't really have a personal interest or investment, but I find that kind of stuff interesting. I find in-game economies to be interesting. Like, I don't play it, but EVE Online apparently has an extremely interesting economy system because it's mostly controlled by the players. EVE Online is one of those games that seems potentially very interesting, but I don't play it, but I do read the dev blogs, or at least I used to. Listen to them, like, figure out solutions to problems that they're having in such a large-scale game. It's very interesting. If you have a technical mind, you might find some enjoyment reading those blogs. Anyways, I'm just using Brick Breaker here because I have nothing else to use. Which I guess is kind of a lie. I could use any other gun that we have, but Brick Breaker I think is one of those guns that you should use it early. Later in the game it loses its damage quite heavily. Right now, I just want to use it so that we can get some value out of it before we possibly gun munch it, honestly. You know, 5 shots before you have to reload, not that good. The damage output is not that good. You get a lot of value out of the bounces, sure. And on, you know, some boss arenas, on some enemies, you can get a lot of value out of those shots, but just doesn't kick it for me later in the game. Early, it's actually pretty good, because early, as you can tell, we're actually kind of getting a lot of value out of it clearing the rooms, because there's just a lot of enemies on the rooms, a lot of weak enemies anyways. You know, the oubliette, actually, now that I think about it, the oubliette doesn't have a lot of large-scale enemies. There's no lead maidens down here. There are no phase spiders. It's all just standard enemies. Standard poison nuclear enemies. The biggest enemy that you find down here are the, man, damn it, bad dodge. Well, bad dodge and also just good shot. Nice shot speed on that. I guess the biggest enemies down here are the big mushrooms. But I wouldn't really even classify them as a large-scale enemy. I mean, they're definitely the largest enemies down here, but, you know, I'm thinking of gun nuts. I'm thinking of, lead maidens. I don't know. See, now that I said it, I'm going back on it, and I'm like, you know what? I probably would classify big mushrooms as large-scale enemies, in the same vein as lead maidens and whatnot, and gun nuts. So maybe I'm wrong. Ho ho ho, you think? Shush, you. Anyways, let's see what we get. Blue chest. Not worth opening right now. We'll wait on it. Oh. The most recent update for TF2 introduced a new case with cosmetic community items featuring a popular hat based on a meme. It also came with a bug that made old crates have different drop rates. Ah, so rarity of everything has basically changed due to a bug, and the market is trying to react to that. Yeah, it's very interesting. Unexpected supply just kind of tanked the entire market. I wonder if there's a way that you can like bet on that happening and come out with a lot of money based off of a tanking economy. I don't understand how the economy works anyways, or how stocks work. My entire view on stocks comes from the game Fortune Street. Yep, that's about it. Which, if you want to play Monopoly but with the stock market, Fortune Street's for you. It's a fun game. Said crates are going up for $10 a pop, used to be like 3 cents. Oh, so it's not like a tanking economy, it's a booming economy. Interesting. I have no idea what that would mean. I guess for anybody who buys up all those crates and has a stockpile, they're probably raking in the dough right now, aren't they? But that's one hell of an investment. Dude, what is with this gun? It is the most common gun in the darn game. I'm gonna use it. Because I'm not always never gonna use the gun, but I am just gonna use it temporarily. We'll use it for this boss fight and that'll be it. Maybe the next boss fight, but probably not. This gun is too common. For it being 5 levels of curse, for being technically a black and brown tier at the same time, I hate it. And just having extremely good damage on its own, combined with the fact that it reflects enemy projectiles. Good lord. Also, Milkjug said that nothing went right today. Get out of here. I'm sorry. Sorry, nothing's going right today. You got drunk with an Eve dev once. Cool. Pop armor, nothing. I'll pop blanks on the standard rooms. I've already checked that room. Pop one in here, nothing. Okay. We'll spend money on some keys. Don't want charge shot. I'm tempted to buy some HP, but I'm not going to. And this gave me, this is gonna be an item. Give me an item. Armor of Thorns, no contact damage is decent. We'll take the armor as well, and we'll get the hell out of here. So we have a decent amount of coolness right now. I still would like more coolness. But we have to deposit the old crest before we can use cigarettes anymore, if we want to go and do the old king. I think we could do the old king. We could use finished gun against him if we, so desired to try to not take any damage on the run, which has already failed because we took damage on a nuclear shotgunner on the previous floor. I remember that damage. Do you remember the damage? It's been a while since I've done a no-hit run. There you go, dog. Thank you. All he needed was a pet on the previous floor accidentally, and then he paid out. I can't pet him until the room's over. Biggest complaint of the game right there. Can't pet the dog until the room's over. You know what? Freaking jammed enemies can get that. Place. I want to try to take advantage of piercing ricochet shots. There's a Reddit thread detailing all the specifics about the TF2 economy crash. Or boom, as the case may be. I might read up on it later just to to understand it. Dude, that gun is really good. I complain about it being super common, but it is incredibly strong. HD, and you just beat the Lich for the first time. Well, congratulations! It's a good achievement in Gungeon, your first Lich kill. Up there with your first dragon kill, first past kill, your first time seeing the Lich even. There's a lot of firsts in Gungeon that are very monumentous, let's say. That looks like a secret wall right there. Totally is. No mimics, so we'll just open these right now. Regular, standard, sawed-off shotgun in the Gungeon Pepper. I like it. Where'd I get that fancy gun? This was from the Synergrace chest. It was a failed synergy. The gun itself, the finished gun, you get by completing the Ammonomicon, I believe? It's incredibly powerful. Thanks, dog. Another speed upgrade. Oh god, I'm gonna hate it, aren't I? Also, I picked up the HP in the wrong order, but that's fine. Just 1 HP down the drain. Yeah, we got 2 speed upgrades. I'm not that happy about it. You might have expected me to say that. Well, it's true. I'm probably gonna dodge roll into a bullet now and be really annoyed when I lose my old crest. I think I'm actually gonna gun munch on this floor. And I'm probably gonna gun munch finished gun, and I'm probably gonna gun munch the brick breaker. I don't mind it. I'll use finished gun for like, you know, 1 more floor, and then we'll dump it. Could also gun munch the sawed-off shotgun, but that's rarely gonna give you anything good, because it's such low quality. I could gun munch. Oh yeah, thanks for just standing on top of the trap, game, Abe. Whichever one I'm blaming today. Alright. Dude, I hate floor traps like that. You walk into the room and you're like, alright, let's take a moment and see what's going on in this room. Pop! Lost the armor. 1 room away from the old crest room. Gotta love it. Anyways, give me the key. You know what? It's definitely worth using Cigarette's ration. It's 2 HP. There we go. Got more coolness. We'll open up this blue chest so we don't get a guaranteed gun. It's chamber gun. Alright, now all is forgiven. Chamber gun. Top tier. We'll frickin' destroy with this on a later floor. For now though, let's use finished gun against the boss, because we have it. No, no, no. Let's get rid of it. Let's use Brick Breaker against the boss. Let's see how well this works. I was kind of hoping it was going to be the snake. If there's a boss to use the Brick Breaker against, it's probably going to be the Anaconda. The only question is, can I kill the turrets before they get eaten? The answer is yes, but only barely. Okay, only barely. Like, as soon as that comes out, I've got to start shooting it immediately. Okay, that time we killed it extremely quickly, and I have no idea why. Maybe it was like good ricochets. Okay, Brick Breaker. You did good, kid. You did good. Please pick it up. All right, let's do some gun munching. You know, maybe I'll keep it. Maybe we'll keep the Brick Breaker. Let's get rid of the sawed-off shotgun. We'll have a wide range of guns that we can be given. Let's do it. Glass cannon. It's blue tier. Finished gun plus sawed-off is S plus D, so anything goes for result. I've actually heard someone say that it can only be plus or minus one tier of your lowest tier gun. So by putting in the sawed-off shotgun, it could only be a blue level gun or lower. I've heard someone say that before, but I don't know if that's actually correct. Regardless. I broke the glass cannon. I just used the cigarettes. Regardless, we're just gonna keep moving on here. I'm not gonna get the nod key, however I am gonna steal the gamma ray just because. Because I can, basically, and then we'll move on. So we did not deposit the old crest, we're going down to the next floor, we've already gun munched, let's do it. There was HP! I forgot about the cigarettes, my bad. Oh. Abe threw away the third strongest gun in the game. The finished gun or the glass cannon? Because I did kind of just throw away the glass cannon as well, by accidentally using cigarettes when I had it equipped. Which seems dumb in hindsight, but you know what? In the moment, it's like, let's make sure we're using the cigarettes because we need our money and our HP. And then I just immediately, in the back of my head, it's like, never use the cigarettes again. And then I forgot to use it on the HP that was still in the shop, in the shrine, in the dispensary. Oops. Hey, get out of the way. Looks like this gun is firing cheese. It's definitely the wrong floor for that, but that's what it looks like to me. It would make more sense and be more fair if the quality of the munching was somewhere between the two guns. I agree. Admittedly, I don't actually know what the output quality is depending on input quality. I've assumed that it was on average between the two, but again, someone told me that it's actually like above. It's at most one level above the lowest quality of gun, but I don't know if that's true. In any case, I am actually happy to have the glass cannon. Now we just need to find more ammo for it. You know what? There are times when even the drill can be used. And that is one of those times. Actually, there's a time when the drill can be used. This is one of those times. Alright, maybe not. Didn't expect him to shoot that quickly. Hey, thanks, dog. I'll give him a little pet there. Shotgun full of love. That's a good item. It fires Cheetos. It fires, it's not even Cheetos, it's like the clumps of cheese product that's in the bag of Cheetos. It's like the cheese didn't get liquefied and sprayed onto the Cheetos correctly, so it's just lumps of cheese flavoring. That's what this gun is firing right now. Disgusting. Disgusting. I both love and hate how floppy this gun is. It's very floppy. Everything you do to it makes it kind of like flop around because it has like an under-over covering in the shape of like a face. And it's always just kind of like, it's like it's not attached properly to the gun. It's so strange. Why do they drool? I know they do that when they have no enemies left to buff, but why do they drool? Why not have like a confused animation on them instead of a... I don't know why I'm using this gun. I kept the brick breaker around thinking that I would use it on a later floor, and I'm just using chamber guns second form for some reason. It's like, yes, this will be perfect. Admittedly, now that I'm using it, I'm thinking, it's not a bad gun. I have not given second form chamber gun enough credit, I think. It's not going to be top tier or anything, but it's getting the job done where it counts. Jetpack. Well, that's a waste. Hey dog, pick it up and put it down. No cell creep. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Oh, I accidentally reloaded. For a second there, I was like, why is my gun not firing? What was it? It was like in a DD20 mode run where I got hit by a laser bouncing off one of the hard hats. Before then, I had no idea. Please die. Another gun muncher. I don't really have anything that I would like to gun munch, so we're not going to gun munch. We're just gonna go fight the boss, which is gonna give us a gun or a passive active. Could use a scrambler, could use the brick breaker. Let's see what we're fighting. Treadnought. Brick breaker seems pretty nice. Scrambler also seems pretty good here. I think any gun would work. Even gamma ray would be okay. I do like the brick breaker though. I like the fact that it will have a chance at killing the enemies that are getting summoned with the bouncing shots, with the scrambler eggs. I like the fact that the brick breaker is piercing through the little wall pedestals. We can always toss in an egg every once in a while. We're also incredibly fast. We're probably too fast. We're not letting the Treadnought catch up to us at all, and we need to let the Treadnought move a little bit. Oh god, that is not where I thought the Treadnought would be. Honestly, that's just me being too fast. It's making it so that the Treadnought's not moving in the way that it normally moves, and I'm getting a little bit surprised by it. But admittedly, the speed is also just really nice. It means that I can usually stay in front of this tank. There we go. That took a long time, though. I don't know how I feel about this brick breaker right now. And unfortunately, the sponge doesn't really help us at all. So are we gonna... No. That's what we're taking first. Are we gonna gun munch? Well, we're definitely gonna cigarette. Are we gonna gun munch? Are we gonna gun munch? Can we afford the shotgun full of love? Yes. You know, it's gonna move on. I'm gonna keep the brick breaker for a little bit longer. Let's use it as a room clear and see how it functions. A room clear except on red mages. That's what the gamma ray is gonna be for. Ah, you know what? Actually, before we even do that, okay, I don't know where that shot came from or where it went, but it went somewhere. Is this gun functional today? It doesn't seem unfunctional. Dysfunctional? Makes it sound like it comes from a bad family. It doesn't seem like it's not functioning properly. It seems like the shot is coming out of the gun at the correct angle. But honestly, with this gun, you never freaking know. I know I have contact immunity. Trying to find the right moment to actually use it. Let's get cooler. Let's get as cool as we can possibly be. Milkjug is eating a pasta salad with black olives, originally not found. Says, black olives are the devil's handwork. I don't eat olives that often, but I don't mind them. I can understand people not liking olives, so you like what you want. But make sure you eat your olives, otherwise you're not getting any dessert. Wheel of olive oil, though, go figure. That's not even close to being the same thing. I don't think. We'll come back to you. Also, olive oil doesn't really leave that much of a taste in things that you cook with it, whereas olives kind of do. Or can do, I should say. All right, Mr. Man, what's the objective? Clob? Luckily, the two more annoying enemies got frozen at the beginning of this. But I'm so fast, I should be able to make it around these guys pretty quickly. Weirdly enough, also, that Deadeye is having a hard time hitting me. Maybe I've kind of shorted out his AI a little bit because I'm so fast. Good lord, we used 250 ammo to kill 4 enemies. Give me a new gun, thank you, it's the Rubidyne, I love it. Really, did I kill that thing? I did not expect to destroy the whiz-bang bullet with a flip table. It seems like a lot of times that whiz-bang bullet doesn't get destroyed by things that destroy bullets, like familiars for instance, Guanstones. Blanks and table flipping definitely work, but I guess for some reason I didn't expect it to work, but it did. There you go. I can never keep that information straight in my head. It's too many variants. Some enemies it works against, some enemies it doesn't. Thung, 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 thung. It's a good gun. Olive oil does make the food more oily, which is what you like about it. I mean, it's oil. Of course, it's gonna make the food more oily. That's like a no-brainer. Give me that HP. Give me that HP so I can immediately use it for coolness. Also, give me the Scouter. I would like a little bit of a damage upgrade, even if it's not that much with the Brick Breaker. Any damage upgrade does help significantly with the glass cannon, though. So this does 11 damage per shot. I guess it probably does 10 damage per shot, 11 with Scouter here. That's not too bad. When you get a nice hit, it actually does. It looks like 11 plus 6, which is pretty decent. And if you can get those bounces, it's doing a pretty good job. Sure, give me ammo for the Brick Breaker. What are we gonna use from here on out? Let's go to the Rubidyne. It does 8 damage per shot. Less than the Brick Breaker, but what I like about the Rubidyne is that it actually does its damage very quickly. But in all honesty, the Brick Breaker probably does more damage more efficiently with the bouncing shots, but it's kind of slower to get started. I don't know. I'm finicky a little bit about what items and guns I like and don't like in Gungeon sometimes. Sometimes it's like, this gun, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does it quickly. Anyways, probably Old Priest. If it's the Priest, what do we want to use? Probably Scrambler and Glass Cannon. Let's do it. No. Honestly? It feels like I never get the High Priest, and I'm okay with that. I much prefer KP. The Kill Pillars are an easier boss to fight. If you think differently, fight me! Is it ready to go? Yeah, it is. Blech. Yeah, the Scouter is what gives you health bars. God damn it! I did it again. Oh my lord. I don't know. Something in my brain just doesn't process the glass cannon correctly. Whew, good. We didn't get hit on the boss fight and we kept all of our ammo on the glass cannon. Better have a smoke! Jesus. Abe! What the hell? We're gonna sell anything. Yes! I am gonna get rid of one of the speed upgrades. We don't need it. I would like to get the cash. Right. You're different than your friends. Do it like this. I'm gonna keep the turkey. I'm gonna get rid of the crossbow. And honestly, that's probably it. We have enough money that we can buy some things on the next floor. Let's get the hell out of here. Link 5, you say Trigger Twins are easier than Kill Pillars or Aboconda? Kill Pillars are pretty easy. One of my favorite bosses to fight. Much easier than the old priest, the high priest. The young priest and the new priest. High priest, something about his attacks just get me. I don't know if it's because of the bullets that come out of the walls or what. Kill Pillar is at least very straightforward. The shots come from the Kill Pillars, there's 4 of them, you can do a lot of damage. This is not good. Oh, we're gonna have so much lag. I need to find a way of disabling the lag with this item, because I love the Scouter. I hate the ones. And I love the lava gun. I'm going to definitely use the lava gun. Yeah, we've gone through this before, but I agree. I think turbo mode makes it a little harder to fight Trigger Twins on floor 1. The speed change is very influential. It does matter. It does make a difference. One. Man, just... Oh. You were not the one that I needed to kill. This is so good! Also, I don't need to worry about the spider webs. Spider webs! Don't shot web. It's a run like this of Gungeon that really kind of makes me feel good. It's a straightforward run. We've got some guns. We're just using them. We don't have any sort of like amazing OP synergies or combinations, or you know, the text isn't jumping off the screen, like the UI isn't jumping off the screen and hitting the enemies for massive damage or anything like that. It's just a good run. We've got good damage, good guns, and I'm happy to see it all. It's just a good run all around. Now, definitely cannot access that unless we find a surprise AK-47 lying around somewhere. That's alright. I do wish that I could get a little bit more coolness. We've had a few item drops on the run, but nothing too amazing. I did not even realize there was a veteran in that mix. But I've been using these cigarettes for a while, and it doesn't feel like it's been paying off too much yet. We've had some extra some extra key drops and some extra HP drops and some extra money drops, but I guess we just haven't had too much excess on the run yet. We haven't had a whole bunch of excess HP. I mishandled like half a heart at one point, that's about it. We're not rolling in excess. But that doesn't make it a bad run. Just makes it a CBB run. Could be better. And the shop on this floor was also a little bit disappointing, unfortunately, but hey, it is what it is. Dude, the SAA does a lot of damage on a hit. I haven't actually paid that much attention to the actual damage output, but thanks to Scouter, I can. It goes from like 10 damage. Yeah, I think it basically doubles its damage on a bounce. That's crazy. Excuse me. It's always nice to start a new stream day off right with a run of Gungeon. I don't know why I play this game so much. People watch it, I like it, I'm gonna continue to play it. I do want to play a lot of Isaac when that comes out. I was told that it's gonna be having its expansion come out sometime in December. That's definitely a game that I'm gonna pick up and play a lot more of. Well, it happened. Unfortunately, we don't have any keys for it, but there it is. I wonder if I'm still gonna be playing all of this Gungeon in December when the Isaac update comes out. I don't see myself necessarily stopping, but you know, you never know. Things could change. One day there could just be no more Gungeon. It'd be a very sad day indeed. Okay, a little sketchy. SA is basically out of ammo. 1, 2, 3. Yes, this'll get the job done. Oh, thanks, dog. One more armor added to the pile. Alright. Let's see what the shop had. Nothing. Okay. I suppose we just fight the boss then. Like, if there's nothing in that shop that we want to buy, we'll use glass cannon, avoid using cigarettes this time. $154 damage. It's pretty good. So it probably does 140 damage normally. Because I believe Scouter is a 10% damage up. We also have Turkey, so we should be getting some ammo back. I'm not really paying attention to the ammo meter, but anything helps with a weapon like this. Yeah, we are getting the ammo back. Just don't use cigarettes. I have the perfect name for this run already. Fragile. Or fragile, actually. Just keep frickin' breaking my glass cannon. There we go. Why did it do an extra 74? That seems strange. That time it did none. I wanted to check. I wanted to see if I would get a damage number when I'm hitting him for 0. The answer is no. I tried. Ah! Hold on. Sorry. I did. Well, let's finish killing the dragon before I worry about something happening IRL. We're in the middle of the fight. I don't like pausing in the middle of a fight like that. I come back into it and I'm like, what the hell's going on? No, my glass cannon! Okay, I'm back. The intro of Roundabout starts playing when I use the cigarettes. Dun 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 dun. Okay, switch away from the glass cannon. But we're actually not going to use it. Cigarettes, that is, because there's no HP on the ground. Never mind, there it is right there. Hey, I switched away from the glass cannon. You happy? Stop saving it for later. Get your pet in, dog. We're teleporting. So we have absolutely nothing that we can buy here. Unfortunate. I guess we'll just move on. There's nothing for us on the floor. There's nothing for us on this floor. I mean, we couldn't even open... no, we opened one of the chests. I don't even remember what it gave me. Anyways. Off to bullet hell. Should I just use the brick breaker for bullet hell? Try to make it work? What is dodge roll doing nowadays? I don't know if dodge roll is going to be working on another update for Gungeon, like not a full update, new content, but like bug fixes or anything like that. I don't know if they're going to be working on like a bug fix patch for Gungeon or if they're going to start working on their next game, but that is in theory why they said that this is the last update for Gungeon, is because they wanted to start working on a new title. So hopefully that comes out one of these days. Give me the SAA. You know... Okay, well, I mean, this guy is just tanky as hell. Maybe I don't give the Brick Breaker enough credit. It's actually... it's doing a decent amount of damage on these enemies. Gotcha. It's not gonna win any awards. It's not gonna kill them before they even have a chance to shoot. But against like one or two enemies next to each other, the damage isn't that bad. With the piercing and the bouncing. Thanks, dog. This is the wrong direction, by the way, so please push him off into the pit. Please. I mean, it worked. Used way too much ammo, but it worked. It just went in the wrong direction. Don't go that way, go this way. Ah. Would Enter the Gungeon sequel be Exit the Gungeon? I think it would be cool if they went the Dungeon of the Endless route, where they have multiple games kind of set in the same universe, but they're all a different genre. So you have Endless Space, which is like a space exploration 4X game. Dungeon of the Endless, which is like a roguelike-ish. I'm not gonna say tower defense game, but it is kind of tower defense-ish. Like, I kind of like their way of doing it, because they have all of these different genres built around their IP, and they all kind of fit together and have similar themes through them. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool. So in theory, this should be the end of the room. No, the hand is still active. I don't know why sometimes the hand stays active in the room and other times when I kill all the other enemies, the hand dies and the room ends. It seems a little arbitrary, but... well, here we are. Arbitrary. Oh, come on! You stupid hand! I gotta go through 2 more rooms now? I wasted so much ammo on you, you piece of garbage. At least the tables are still flipped. You know what? Flytress, hello, welcome. Yeah, this is just the first run. Alright. Exciting Gungeon gameplay right here. At least the frickin' hand is gone. Stupid hand! Again, I don't know why sometimes the hand ends the room and other times it just ends your life and stays around forever. It's so unfair, man. It's not unfair, it's just inconsistent. Inconsistent and rude! At least that hand doesn't do any contact damage, though. It's not like that thing is gonna murder you on a BCDD-22 run, except it might, because you have to do the rooms again. Please. Come on, fire the shells in the hole. That was the wrong direction. It's okay. Did I not take damage from that? No, I definitely did. I don't know why I thought that I didn't. It played the sound effect, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's the sound effect that plays when you don't take damage. No, it's just the sound effect that plays when you fall into a pit. It is nice that the shells... this is the wrong direction. It is nice that the shells weaken enemies before they get to you. But then I find myself facing one of these enemies, and it's like, you know what, we gotta change guns. We need a better gun. Gonna need a bigger boat. Oh God, hello. Flytress, you have a slight headache? I'm sorry to hear that. Whenever I get a slight headache, it's either because of a lack of caffeine in my system or loud noises. You can listen to the subtle, relaxing sound of the shells bouncing around on the walls for like 2 more seconds because I'm currently out of ammo. You son of a gun. There it goes. Donka 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 donk. It is definitely one of the best sounding guns in the game. I will give you that for the Brick Breaker. If the only criteria for a gun is how it sounds, it wins. How did you not split yet? Oh, you're one of those blobs. I see now. Wish I could see how much damage I'm doing, but there's too many numbers in the way. 13. I think I was doing 13 damage on a dodge roll. That doesn't seem right, but that's what it was telling me. You son of a gun. Ow! The sucky part is when you are fighting one of those mages, or when you're fighting any enemy and you take damage, you don't get any period where you are invincible and can dodge roll into the enemy. When you are invincible, when you have iframes, you can't touch an enemy and do contact damage to them with a dodge roll. It's a little unfortunate, but only a little. This is the boss fight, by the way. So let's do it. Me and you, Lich Man. Don't use cigarettes. Gotta remind myself. No reason not to get close, except for, you know, the obvious dangers involved. Man, it sure is taking a long time to kill this guy. Okay, that's definitely not gonna work. Glass cannon can be just so freaking amazing if you can make it work. Better reload speeds, some damage upgrades. You can kill bosses insanely fast. Bouncing bullets, that synergy with the cat claw that makes it so that when you get hit, your shots kind of come out of you like you're using Ring of Triggers. And then you get this kind of a glass cannon where it's like, it just does 100 damage per shot. Which is good, but not as amazing as I would want it to be. I also hate this this color for the lava beam, because when you don't have a passive item giving you an alternate color, the lava beam looks really pretty, but it's kind of overriding it with a deep red. Dry chocolate shreddies are the best? Dry cereal? I have no idea what that means. Chocolate shreddy. I don't have any other bullet passives. I was thinking, do I have both hot lead and irradiated lead? That was a different run. That was a run from the other day. What other guns do we have here? Glass cannon, ricochet, scrambler. Nah, I just use lava gun. You know what? Use chain gun. You thought I had a gun? I had another gun. There we go. Isn't Slinger better than Glass Cannon? What's Slinger? Like, chain gun, chamber gun? Glass Cannon's just so good because it can break the damage cap. That was such a weird run of Gungeon. Like, it was just a good run. We had zero synergies, except for chamber gun. And then we had a speed upgrade and a stat upgrade and slower bullet speed. This is like, look at this. We had we had very little. Few guns, basically no passives to speak of except for really two that mattered. A small damage upgrade plus a lot of ones on the screen, and then hot lead, which made a lot of ones on the screen. A little bit of ammo back, speed up, you know, no fire and goop on the ground, slower enemy bullets, and then just like a couple of guns. This is such a weird, dare I say, dull run of Gungeon, because it just feels like we didn't do that much. We just kind of played the run. But that's just kind of what I like about Gungeon, is that you can just kind of play the run of Gungeon. I don't know. In any case, hey, there you go. 57-minute long run, everything except for the Old King. Not even everything except the Old King. A standard run plus the oubliette in 57 minutes, that's what we'll say. And that was the Hunter!